Hello footy fans, here we are again going over match day 3 of the CONCACAF Octagonal, final round to qualify to the World Cup in Qatar 2022. Canada won 3-0 against El Salvador at home, Mexico tied with Panama away from home 1-1, Costa Rica tied at home 1-1 with Jamaica, and the United States pulled off a victory away from home against Honduras 4-1. Standouts for the Canada-El Salvador game was how easily Canada was just able to put the game to bed in the first half, about first 20-30 minutes of the game. They scored 2 quick goals, and after that they were just in cruise control for the rest of the game. Scored the third one in the second half towards the end, and we're just able to get a nice, easy, comfy victory at home against El Salvador. Another standout was Weston McKennie being sent home for violating COVID protocols by the United States men's national team. There's a lot of rumors and things still remain unclear about what exactly happened, but many people around the U.S. men's national team have vocalized their disappointment in Weston McKennie's actions, notably Landon Donovan. Panama pulled off an impressive 1-1 draw against Mexico at home. They might feel a little hard done that they didn't get the 3 points. They played very well, especially in the first half. Mexico was not really sure how to handle them in that first half. Second half, Mexico was able to adjust and was able to get the tying goal towards the end of the game with the goal from Tecatito. And after that, it's a pretty fair result, I would say, even though both teams could probably score a second goal to get the victory and the 3 points. The U.S. men's national team earned an impressive 4-1 win away from home against Honduras. The result might seem a little unfair to the Honduran national team because they did take the 1-0 lead early in the first half. The second half was a different story. The U.S. men's national team was able to pull one back, and things looked like they were headed for a 1-1 draw. Then, in the last 15 minutes of the game, Honduras seemed to collapse, and the U.S. men's national team took full advantage and got 3 goals in quick succession to get the 4-1 away win. It seemed like the pressure was mounting, but the U.S. men's national team was able to answer and got a very, very big statement win at Honduras. And lastly, the part that I always dread to talk about, Costa Rica. Costa Rica lost 2 points at home and tied with Jamaica, a very poor Jamaican side that, even though they played very badly, should have probably taken the 3 points from Costa Rica. Costa Rica started off the game very good in the first 5 to 10 minutes of the game with high intensity and was able to get a goal right in the beginning of the game. After Costa Rica's first goal, they were creating plenty of chances, but were just unable to put the ball in the back of the net, missing time after time. And then the first half ended, and you might go into thinking, you know what, second half might be on the up, and we're going to get a quick goal in the second half and kill the game off. But the exact opposite happened. Jamaica came into the second half trying to get the goal, and were able to get it right in the beginning of that second half, about 2 minutes in. Costa Rica did not know what to do. After that goal went in, they seemed very disjointed. They seemed like chickens with their heads cut off. They didn't know what to do. And every time we got the ball up in the final third, it was more about Costa Rica getting up, not with skill or with a couple of creative plays or passes. It was just more of intensity and just ganas to go to the front and see what could happen. And that's not how you win a game in CONCACAF. That's not how you win a game for a World Cup qualifier. You have to have a plan. And worst of all, our coach, Luis Fernando Suarez, didn't know what to do. Didn't know what subs to make, didn't know what tactical changes he needed to do, and waited until the 89th minute of the game to make a substitution. Too little too late in my opinion. He brought on one striker, and he brought on another defender, Kendall Watson, and put him up top, trying to see if he can scrape through a messy goal. Jumping up, pushing through with his strength, maybe causing some disruption in Jamaica's defense. But that didn't happen, because why would it happen? There's 3 minutes left in the game. What do you expect to happen? But that's how Costa Rica's been playing this entire Octagonal. There's plenty of blame to go around. The coaching staff, the players, but most importantly, the federation. They wasted 3.5 years, 2 coaches that should have never led La Sele, keeping Ronald Gonzalez for a lot longer than he should have been in the position when it was obvious to everyone that he just wasn't up to it. Continuing to rely on players that we have to just move on from. No disrespect to what they've accomplished, but they're not what we need going forward. Luis Suarez didn't even include Manfred Ugalde in the list of players available for the game. He's the only player we have in a top European league, playing in Twente, playing against some of the best defenders in Holland, in Europe. And he didn't even include him in the squad. Why? Because he said he was too small. He wasn't strong enough to go up against the defenders in Jamaica. That's archaic thinking. he plays against players in Europe that are just as big, just as strong, if not stronger, faster, more athletic than some of the players playing at defensive line in Jamaica or Panama. As disappointed as I am, as much of all Costa Rican fans are, I'm hoping the team can pull together to get some results going forward. Looking towards the October fixtures, with Raul Jimenez most likely being back, they should be more effective in the final third. The U.S. men's national team answered some very big questions, and they're going to be looking to build off this impressive away win moving forward into the October fixtures. Panama is looking better and better after each game, and they're looking like they're keeping up with the big dogs in the region. Canada is going to be looking to build off a very impressive win at home as well, and between Canada and Panama, it looks like they're going to be the two teams competing for that 3rd to 4th place spot going to the World Cup. We'll be back in October to talk about the next fixtures. In the meantime, we'll be going over some Champions League and Premier League. Pura vida, saludos a todos en Salvador.